The winning blueprint presents.
In the lab room.
Welcome. You are in the lab room. I'm your host, Lou. Thank you for joining me. It's Wednesday, and this is a unique week because it is Thanksgiving week, which means we have 3 games tomorrow on Thursday, and I've already kind of gotten into what this time of year means to me. I'm a big Thanksgiving guy. Of all the major holidays in the U.S., this is, without a doubt, my most favorite and most cherished holiday. I love this time of the year. You can't beat the holidays with Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. I mean, the holiday spirit, people are so much nicer this time of the year. It's just a great time to spend with your family and really reflect on the things that mean the most to you. I have the fondest childhood memories of when I was a youth, and right around this time of year, spending time with the family, going outside, playing football with my friends. And this has always been a time of the year that holds a special place in my heart. And so you can't beat the 4 F's. And that's what this time of the year, especially Thanksgiving, is what it brings. You can't beat the 4 F's. And that's family, friends, food, and football. You can't beat it. And if you sprinkle in that 5th F, I have eternal bliss at that point. Okay? You give me family, friends, food, football, and faith, I got eternal bliss. You can't beat that. You can't beat the 4 F's. You sprinkle in that 5th one, eternal bliss. That's how I feel. But it's Wednesday, and we all know what Wednesday is here in the lab room, the Soul Survivor Day. And I'm here to tell you, it is getting tougher by the weeks to pick a winner. As you saw last week, I gave you the Cowboys over the Browns. Had to sweat that one out. I didn't mind losing that one. Had I took a loss there, I would not have been upset, because looking at it from a divisional standpoint, the Redskins got it done. The Cowboys were to lose. That would have given us a tie with the Cowboys for second place. So I wasn't opposed to losing that pick. But again, I want to be right. Everybody wants to be right. Everybody wants vindication. And so, again, I get to come here in front of you and tell you I was right. Again, for the 10th out of 11th time this season, I was correct on my Soul Survivor pick. But it's getting hard. As you can see, the Cowboys barely squeaked by the Browns. It's getting tougher to pick these Soul Survivors because you're running out of options at this point. If you made it this far in your Soul Survivor pool, you're running out of options. You've probably already selected the Texans. You probably already used your 49ers, the Patriots, the Broncos, which I haven't used yet, but you probably already used your Falcons. You probably already used your Packers. You probably already used your Bears. You're running out of options at this point. And you're running out of easy games as well, because a lot of those easy matchups are starting to go out. This is the toughest slate of games I've seen all year. This week of games, week 12 in the National Football League, by far, not even close, the toughest slate of games to date this season. And so you really have to focus in and find a winner this week. But I'm here to save the day. I'm going to give you your winner for this week. Hopefully, you have not exhausted this option already, as I haven't, so I have a bailout. This is why I say you have to think ahead. When you're doing a survivor pool, you have to play checkers and chess at the same time. You have to play both. You have to be thinking right now, and you have to be thinking 3 moves ahead. Don't use a pick if you don't have to. If there's something else that may be just as good, maybe not as good as the one that you want to select, but just as good, and you can save someone, like a Patriots, like a Broncos, like a Texans, for later down the road when you know they're going to have a layup. Save it. Take another team. And so I'm going to give you who the sole survivor for Week 12 is going to be. So without any further ado, let's get into who the sole survivor of Week 12 in the National Football League will be.
Everyone can pick, but only one can win. Are you the sole survivor?
All right, so you know how this goes. It's fast-paced. It's in your face. Are you ready? Let's get into who the sole survivor of Week 12 will be. First up on the docket, we have 3 Thursday games. So let's run through the Thursdays, get to the Sundays. First up, the Texans are taking on the Lions. Lions are the home team here. Lions dropped another one last week to the Packers. Texans, we saw what happened last week against Jacksonville. That was family business, but still, you expected Houston to dominate, and they didn't. So you can't expect them to go on the road and just dominate a Detroit Lions team that is desperate at this point. They know that their season is basically on the line in this game. You're going to get the best shot from these Lions. May not be enough. You don't know the answer to that. You need to leave this game right where it is. You move on to the next game. Redskins, Cowboys. Family business, need I say more? The next game up on the slate, more family business. Jets, Patriots. Why would you want to touch this game with a 10-foot pole? It's family business, 2 hated rivals, 2 teams that know each other extremely well. You know that you don't know the outcome of this game. Move on. We get to Sunday. Sunday. You see the Buffalo Bills traveling to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. The Colts did not have a good showing against the Patriots a week ago. The Patriots really took it to them. The Bills, however, showed up on Thursday Night Football against the Dolphins, got a win. This is a game that can go either way. You expect the Colts to win this game, but you're not sure. This is a game that you just don't want to chance it on. You move to the next game on the slate. So the Pittsburgh Steelers are taking on the Cleveland Browns. Many of you think this is a pretty safe pick. If Ben Roethlisberger was playing, I'd probably tell you, yeah, you're probably right. However, Ben Roethlisberger is not playing. Neither is Byron Leftwich. So enter Charlie Batch. Do you want to trust your survivor pool this deep into it with Charlie Batch going into Cleveland? I don't suggest that you do that. So you move on to the next game, which sees the Oakland Raiders traveling to Cincinnati to take on the Bengals. Ding, 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 ding. This is your sole survivor pick of Week 12. Now, I wanted to go in a different direction here. But how many opportunities are you going to get to select the Cincinnati Bengals? There's not going to be many. But I tell you what, this is one right here. The Bengals aren't a sure thing. And they're not going to be a sure thing too many times throughout the course of a season. But this time, I assure you, they will come out with the W because they're playing the Oakland Raiders. And A.J. Green will have a field day against these Raiders. You take the Cincinnati Bengals and you run with them. Now, there is another game here, and we'll get to it a little later, that you could select, and I was going to select, but I just couldn't pass this one up because, again, you have to play checkers and you have to play chess. And that's what I'm doing with this play here. I'm not only playing checkers, I'm playing chess. Let's move on. The Minnesota Vikings are traveling to Chicago to take on the Bears. Family business. 7-3 on one side, 6-4 on the other side, which means this is a good game between 2 good teams. You leave it alone. Tennessee Titans traveling to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. More family business. Are you getting the theme here? Family business equals no-go. Move on. Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You're talking about 9-1 versus 6-4 and red hot 6-4. And you're talking about family business. No, no, no. Move on. Seattle Seahawks taking on the Miami Dolphins. 2 teams coming off a bye. The team that probably should win this game is on the road. These are 2 teams that you got rookie quarterbacks playing for both. You don't know what you're going to get from week to week. You feel more confident about what you're getting from Seattle than you do from Miami. Nonetheless, Seattle is on the road. You don't know what's going to happen. You need to leave this game right where it is. Continue on your search for the sole survivor of Week 12. The Denver Broncos travel to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs. Now, the first one that I gave you as a sole survivor pick for this week, that's the best pick. But I tell you what, this is a very close second. Now, I tell you what, if you've already used Cincinnati or you don't trust Cincinnati, which I can't fault you for either one, this is where you need to go. If you haven't selected Denver already, this is where you need to be. This is where I was going to be, but I said I can use Denver later on. The Broncos still have to play the Browns. They still have to play the Chiefs one more time. They're on the road here. It is a family business affair. However, we know the Chiefs are the worst team in the league. That's a definite. So they're not going to beat the Broncos. However, it's still family business. Broncos are on the road. There's a better game, and I already told you what it is. Those Cincinnati Bengals hosting the Oakland Raiders is where you need to be in Week 12 to assure yourself of being here next week in Week 13 looking for another win. So we move on. Baltimore Ravens traveling to San Diego to take on the Chargers. This isn't a good matchup because we've seen the Ravens be the better team, travel to San Diego and get beat. It happened just a year ago on Sunday Night Football. Need I remind you that this happened just a year ago? The Chargers weren't that good of a football team. The Ravens were a good football team. Ravens went in San Diego, got a mud hole stomped in them. You don't want to have to sit through another game where you suspect a team is better and should win and end up losing the game. Leave this game alone, move on, find a different selection. San Francisco 49ers traveling to New Orleans to take on the Saints. This is exactly the type of game that if you pick a winner in this game in a survivor pool, you're asking for trouble. You want to lose because you have no idea who's going to win this game. The Saints are playing pretty good football of late, and they're steaming on offense. Meanwhile, the 49ers are coming off the destruction of the Bears on Monday. Why would you even want to go near this game? Why would this make any sense to pick? You can't give me an answer because there isn't one. So we move on. St. Louis Rams traveling to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Family business, family business, family business. Two bad teams, two bad teams, two bad teams. Leave it alone, leave it alone, leave it alone. Moving on. Green Bay Packers, Sunday Night Football against the New York Giants. This is going to be a whale of a ball game. And if you remember last year, this was a classic. 38-35. Packers pulled it out late on a touchdown pass. This is going to be the same type of game. Maybe not as high scoring, but it's going to be another nail biter. These are two good teams. Why would you even think about picking this game as a winner in your survivor pool? Why would that even be an option? This is one of the games you just look at, you gloss over, and you just keep going. You don't even give it consideration. So I'm not going to. I'm just going to go to Monday night. Carolina at the Eagles. This is the worst game on the slate to pick because you don't know what Carolina Panthers team is going to show up, and you definitely don't know what Philadelphia Eagles team is going to show up. These are two teams in free fall mode. Both teams are one or two losses away from imploding as a football team. This is a ugly matchup with a capital UGLY. You pick this game, you deserve to lose in your survivor pool. And I don't care if you actually pick the right team. You deserve to lose if you even attempt to pick this game in a survivor pool. And so that's going to wrap it up for this week in the survivor pool. I've given you your best option. Now, Denver is a solid choice, but I tell you what, there are going to be other weeks where Denver can be your bailout. Don't use them here if you don't have to. When are you going to get another opportunity to use the Cincinnati Bengals? There won't be one. You have to take them. They're going to beat the Raiders at home. Week 12, survivor pool winner. Your Week 12 sole survivor is the Cincinnati Bengals. And let me just tell you one last time in case you didn't get it. The Cincinnati Bengals are
the sole survivor!
All right, so that's a touchdown. Throw it up. Want to tack on this quick extra point. Look, it's Thanksgiving. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving. It's football. It's family. It's friends. It's food. What more do you want? The 4 F's are here. What more do you want? It's the 4 F's. Enjoy yourself. I'm not going to give you the whole, like me on Facebook and all that. Forget about all of that. It's Family time. It's time to give thanks for everything that you have in your life. Give thanks for the fact that you're here. Give thanks to the fact that you have a family. Give thanks to the fact that you have a shelter over your head. Give thanks to the fact that everything in your life has meaning, has purpose, and that you're here to carry out whatever it is you're here to do. Everyone has a calling. Find yours. Be the best that you can be at it. And on that note, enjoy the festivities. Enjoy the food. Enjoy the family. Enjoy your friends. Whatever you're going to do, enjoy it all. And don't forget to enjoy the football. But most importantly, have a good time. Enjoy yourself. That's what this is all about. Giving thanks and enjoying the ones that you love. Enjoying the company of the ones that you love. And having food and football along the way. What more can you ask for? Have a good one. Happy Thanksgiving to you all. Enjoy your day. Enjoy the football. Enjoy the food. Enjoy the presence of your friends and family. And most importantly, say a prayer. Bless the food. Bless your family. And bless that you see many more of these joyous occasions. Have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be back. I don't take days off. I'll be back. See you tomorrow. Have a good one.